Greeblesaurus has been joining a lot of races, which is good practice when you want to get good. I haven't looked, but I haven't looked. We'll leave that up to we'll have to see. It'll be a surprise.
Still, it's always good to see a new racer.
Yeah, we got a lot of them this year.
Isn't it like mathematically so that like half the tournament has to go 1-2 or something? Or worse?
Well, quarter have to go 0-2, and then I don't. It's too hard for me to say after that. Oh, is the main screen like? That's too bad. This is a game that I tested, and I thought I actually finished it after the test. No, I kind of changed what I was gonna say there. I know that I finished it. I thought it was fun. I I don't know why I thought this game or like took the time to play this for like an extra hour after testing it, but I did, and it was I don't know, it was worth it, I guess. Sometimes you just have to finish a game.
Yeah, I know. I was the same way when I raced. Wait, no, did I have to finish it? It was that the roller beat 'em up. It was based on some '90s sport. I forget what it was. It's like roller skates, but murder people.
Oh, yeah, I know what game you're talking about. I didn't realize we had that in MT.
It was a while ago, yeah, but I think I raced it, and then whatever happened, I was just like, yeah, I may as well see it through to the end. Apparently, it gets weird, and it got weird. Pulled a double dragon and like ended on platforming challenges.
Gotta love beat 'em ups. Honestly, it's hard to find. There's some decent modern beat 'em ups. You go back to the classics. If you didn't grow up with them, I feel like beat 'em ups are difficult to get into.
I feel like it depends on the beat 'em up, and as in particular how it handles the difficulty ramping to get your quarters, and whether that's by just having the enemies deal more damage or by having them be impossible to hit. Because if you can hit them, it's still fun. But if it's like the Streets of Rage or whatever it was, where as soon as you hit the high end, you just can't get a hit in, and you have to cheese, it's no good.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I played the Alien vs Predator beat 'em up, and that just like, oh yeah, by the end game, you take half health from a single hit, but you can still fight back.
There's Ninja Baseball Batman. That game is okay to play, but it's pretty cool to look at. Yeah, Guardian Heroes, that's a good one.
There's the one that was made by Cave. I think it was it Pro Gear, or am I thinking of something else? It's like you...
Okay.
Yes. Oh, well, we've got Julloninja. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, hang on, participating for the first time? That doesn't sound right. That is fair.
But Kirua is back after a long hiatus. I know that. Woohoo!
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Spin.
We've got Julloninja, 4 MTs, win rate of 50%. It's a solid, honestly, solid.
again, as we were talking about, just going by numbers, a win rate of 50% is pretty good, actually. A very, very solid placement, and Kirua only being slightly behind that at 43%, still damn good. Also starting in MT2.
Oh
God
yeah.
damn.
Could go either way. Kirua, I know speedrun Super Mario Bros. 3, and is in a Summoning Salt video about Super Mario Bros. 3. At least it's referenced, and that's, I think Kirua is the original submitter of Mr. Nuts.
Oh wow, that kind of a legacy.
Yeah, it's quite a legacy around here.
That gives you a special kind of energy. Julloninja better watch out.
Exactly. I would describe the gameplay of this game as non-traditional. I feel like platformer experience, puzzle experience, neither is really gonna help you here. It's kind of a unique game.
Oh, that's what MT specializes in, the weird stuff. The stuff where you go, wait, that's a video game?
Wow, that's looking pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, the text is going a little bit over on the left. The game is Mendel Palace, or maybe Menderu Palace. Oh, they can't hear Maurice on stream.
Oh, wow. This whole time I was saying so many interesting things. I wasn't. Yeah, I muted myself.
Mega Man clone?
Mendy's nuts. Thank you, and 4-H. What was the question, Adam?
Yeah, see, this is where, like, you look at a game and you've never seen it before, and your brain's like, what kind of game is this? I look at this and think this is gonna play like Mega Man, because it's got the castles with the little robot masters.
It would be awesome if it did. It does not.
But to be fair, a select your level having it beat some of these levels is definitely an MT staple, though it may mean we see some players deviate after the first one, depending on if they go right or down.
It's true, they can do any of the ones that they want to.
And we're off!
So, the goal is to kill all the enemies. To kill the enemies, you flip these tiles, and it pushes the enemies, and when you push them into a wall, they die. What's under the tiles is not random, but they go like several layers deep, and then they repeat. I don't know quite how many levels deep, but in some levels, like, those actual items on the floor are going to be relevant. So, like, those ones in the corner, you can see how they're going up and down and left and right. If you flip that, it flips everything in an up, down, left, right pattern going away from it. All the way to the wall. So if an enemy gets caught in that, they get pushed all the way to the wall, pretty much.
Always means something when you see a gameplay style that you just straight up have never encountered before. Like, even just the pushing enemies into walls to kill them is something I can't say I'd have experienced before. So this is going to be an interesting race as all the players sort of come to grips with that, the basic gameplay loop.
Yeah, it's a weird, it's a weird game. I don't really know how to... So, this gets interesting because... So if I remember right, the sun flips everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
So that was a solid win there.
This is definitely one of those games where actually, I don't know, does the pace spin tell you what the power-ups on the floor do?
No, so I tested this game, I rewrote the pace spin. The pace spin doesn't, but there aren't that many. There's that one, there's the sun, and then there's one that'll summon more enemies, and it's pretty obvious. But it does warn about, there's one that sends you to a bonus level, and so I wanted to put that in there. But it's definitely easy to figure out. So what makes this game get challenging at all is certain enemies get not just faster, like they have unique patterns or can only be flipped at a certain time. You see these ones are kind of splitting in half when they get them, so they have to hit them twice. And then certain levels will like force you to flip over stuff that spawns enemies, so you have to think about what order to flip things in order to not just keep constantly spawning enemies. So there's a little bit of a puzzle element to it too.
Yeah, it definitely seems like something that's more action than puzzle, but I can see what you mean with like making sure you don't sort of make things harder for yourself.
Yeah, the game does a good job. So each of these castles is 10 stages long, and in the second half, a harder version of whatever enemy is new to that castle is introduced, and all the castles have unique enemy types. So it's pretty cool.
Oh, Julloninja died?
Yeah, you can game over, but if you do, it's no big deal. You just go right back in. And you continue where you were.
Always good for MT, non-punishing game overs, especially for the early rounds.
He died to running into the sprite, but it was hard to see because of all the sprite flicker that was happening. We've got Callback and Julloninja on the boss.
I know. He stole your girl, and that's it. Oh.
Yeah, you don't even fight him.
That wasn't a boss fight, that was a cutscene.
Yeah, it's so weird. And there are boss fights, but for some reason in that one, they just shows up and you don't have to fight him.
Oh, it means they're on to the next castle, and oh. Hang on, have they gone different directions?
Yes, they have.
Yep, so... We're just gonna have to keep track of this by how many castles are cleared. It looks like everyone's moved on to their second castle, with Julloninja the only one to have gone somewhere else.
Okay, so that sort of portal that it looks like when you flip one over, that spawns enemies. And every time you flip to another portal, another enemy's gonna spawn, so you have to sort of watch where they are.
Yeah, downside to the sun, since it will immediately flip over any portals that are there. Not that you know they're there, actually, that you sort of just get surprised by them. Oh, but those look like locked panels. I'm guessing you can't flip those.
Yes. These walls are interesting, because enemies die if you push them into those, too. Like those center walls. So, it almost makes levels like this a little bit easier. But yeah, these guys draw people that come to life. And then you gotta kill them too.
Oh no, it's a Kirby boss.
If you're not fast, they just like keep drawing and you get overwhelmed.
I noticed they draw it on the grid. That's actually a very cute touch. I like that. It's like, you know, they're all stuck on the one block, but if you flip it over, it undoes all their work.
Those are the bonus level panels.
Ah.
So see, they sort of cycle through. You can think of it as like cards that are in a pile.
That simultaneously makes sense and is yet unintuitive because you have no way of knowing what's next in the pile. You just sort of flip and find out.
It's true. In some levels, you have to flip, like, and that's sort of, you have to like solve the level basically. Like here, seeing those, doing a level once and being like, oh, using that power up in the middle unlock 2 different enemies on callback screen, so if they die and have to redo this level, maybe I shouldn't use that power up.
That's true. It's almost certainly one of those decisions made to for the NES era of adding longevity to a game. Ooh, but now that you know what's under the things, to discover the secrets.
Mm-hmm.
which leaves us with a, well, strange race, but not a bad one. The ballerinas Julloninja's fighting seem to be destroying the walls in the center, which is interesting.
Nice callback on a really good plan there. We've got Greeblesaurus is somewhat keeping up on round 8, so actually I think maybe even got to this level first. So Julloninja's the only one who didn't go to the same castle second.
Yeah. I do have to agree, Mythical, the panels becoming unflippable is super rude. Just like, because it can trap you in a case where you just can't flip an enemy. You have to lure them off the panel, and in a race, that's going to cost you time. And oh my god, I just looked at where Callback is. Speaking of hell.
If you let these guys who draw people get away from you, you just have to die. Because it's just the kind of thing where you're not going to be able to catch up.
You flip it, and then like another enemy comes out. That's so rude. Oh no! And that time it didn't. It's slightly random.
What do you mean?
The first time, Callback flipped that block, and there was a enemy spawner underneath. That time there was a twice.
I know that there's it's the same pattern in the same blocks every time, because some of the levels that they're not doing in this goal are just like straight up puzzles, basically.
Did Julloninja just have another boss that was a non-boss, or did I totally miss it?
That was an actual boss, but it went down pretty fast. I think it might have just been a lot of enemies.
Oh no, the enemies can flip now!
Yeah, they can flip you into the wall and knock you over.
Which, on that note, I think this means Julloninja does technically have the lead now with 2 castles down.
Yeah, so the gimmick on these enemies, and you can tell that the music actually stops when he stops moving, is that they only move when you move.
Huh.
It took me a couple levels to figure that out, because I was trying to go fast and was constantly moving.
Yeah, that's maybe something the players just don't notice in this race. Oh goodness. Julloninja's having a little adventure. I do like that they can attack their allies by flipping, but... Meanwhile, Callback on the boss fight, which is just 6 of the painters, it looks like.
Yeah, but you gotta... I had a really hard time with this one, because when they... those purple ones aren't flippable, I don't think, once they draw over them.
Ooh. So you're on a time limit, essentially.
Yeah.
This music thing's driving me crazy.
It's true.
Keep moving, Jullo.
Yeah. But yeah, I would say that this level that Callback is on was the hardest one in the goal, probably.
That's understandable.
So even though it seems like Jullo's ahead now, I think it's all gonna kind of equalize.
The Greeble and Kirua seem to be having trouble with this, like, half blocked off level, which is understandable. Gave Callback a lot of issues as well.
I would consider that maybe the second hardest one in the goal. These drawers are way harder than most of the other guys. Because they respawn themselves on this boss level.
Oh,
So
goodness. So
they respawn people that can draw more.
I
So
feel like you really want to rush them down then and not let them get a single drawing off. Otherwise, you're just gonna lose. Like, I don't know how Callback's gonna recover from this.
they also flip when you flip. I guess if I didn't say that on Jullo's screen, so he controls when they flip. Also, they sort of mirror you, but they move wherever they want to.
Oh my god, that's... Then it just doesn't as you do flips. Oh, then their sound chip is something special.
Oh man. There we go! It's Greeblesaurus moving on to the boss level. We've got 3 people in the same level now.
To be fair, that was the case for the level before the boss too. This castle's a rough one. Why is the screen shaking, by the way? That's gotta be irritating for the players.
It's something that's going on, but it's hard to say what exactly.
When there's too many sprites on screen, which is a weird reaction to add, but... Well, Callback is almost out of areas.
Oh no! Oh no! No, you just lost it!
What?
Oh.
No, that was a win?!
They all die? I had no idea! Oh wait,
nothing's happened. No, that was the... That counts!
Oh no!
Oh my god!
Oh no, neither of the testers knew that.
Oh my! That may be a game changer for Callback.
Yeah.
Just don't do it. What's the main character? Would Mendel? Are you playing? I'm gonna say you're playing as Mendel. Mendel wins by doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know what Jullo is doing, but I hate it. It's utter chaos. Mendes. Oh my god, Andy. You play as Bonbon trying to rescue a princess named Candy. Candy with an I, by the way.
Nice.
Callback, making good progress on these other flip. Oh, and then here come the clones. Never mind. Sorry, Callback, that's on me. That was commentator's curse. Is Bonbon Japanese for a type of candy? Bonbon is a candy.
It's just a type of candy.
Yeah.
It's a pastry you can make.
It's also like those Christmas thing, the crackers. I've seen those called bonbons.
Mm.
It's a borrowed word from French. English borrows words from everything.
It's a good? I didn't realize it was a good. You should make those more often. Well, this is a really good start for Greeblesaurus on this boss. Ooh, not keeping up though.
It's candy Japanese for candy? I appreciate the dead silence after that joke.
I'm sorry, I'm enthralled. There's so much going on here.
There is a lot going on. This is quite the chaotic race. Not in a bad way, just... It's a lot.
Okay, Kirua's gonna get the death win here.
Wait, does that mean small ame is small candy? Oh, Jullo trying. There we go.
So this is one where if you use like basically the things that are in the ground, if you use the power-ups, it's a little dangerous.
Yeah.
Because these are all spawn blocks and they rotate through and they keep coming back.
Also, after that death, it didn't like reset the screen.
I thought
Like,
it normally did, but or I thought it normally does. Maybe
I'll
it
be honest,
doesn't.
this
It does it
game
on a
doesn't-
game over.
Yeah, this game's kind of weird. Won't lie.
Nice. So the way it determines which thing you flip is a little weird. Like you can do the one on the bottom of you if you're sort of in the first half, and you could do the one in front of you if you're like on the second half. You just got bodied by the boss. Walked up and the boss flipped one card and it was instant death.
I don't know what that first like magic bullet does to you, but it seems to
I
be
think
bad.
I forget now. It definitely does something. This was quite a while that I played this now.
It seemed to hit despite going into the wall, so
I think it makes it so you either like can't control your direction or you like have to walk in the same direction. There we go.
And that's the boss. That was weirdly easy for how much trouble Jullo was having before then. That's RNG for you. Now Julloninja's turn with the painters.
It's so hard to say. I guess that means Jullo's on the final castle.
Yeah. So I think Julloninja is definitely...
Is Kirua also on the final for them?
I don't think so. I think Kirua took a different path again. Because, you know, that's just how it be when we have level select.
Well, the Painters is the hardest castle, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, Kirua had 2 people left on the corner castles. So
Okay.
this is still not the last.
I think Callback and Greeblesaurus might be on their final castle, but I could be wrong.
Oh, you can keep an eye on that if they game over.
Yeah.
I feel like they're not, just because Jullo did like knock out a whole castle while everyone else, Callback's not on the final.
They still need to do the ballerina one, which is not awful, but it's not as easy as the first one. But yeah, when you die and don't game over, the level doesn't totally reset. Like, the enemies stay dead.
Also, there's something like, who was it that mentioned?
Boss levels
Mythical mentioned how brutal it is that the boss, like, kills you the same way as you kill enemies. And I have to agree looking at it, because, like, the normal death animation is a little silly spin and then you fall on your bum. And whereas the boss is just like, no, decease, and you just fucking explode.
You turn
It's like,
into
oh god.
a bunch of little hearts. It's all your internal organs flying out.
Oh, Julio's now seeing the paintings. Going full earthbound over here.
Walked into the spawning enemy. Yeah, I assume this game is really old.
It's on the NES, of course it is.
But I mean, like, even for NES games, this seems like old. I could be wrong, but...
That's when we find out it's like a modern homebrew.
I know it's not that. Jullo moving right through these painter levels.
Just
Not
not
9 and 10 are
hesitating.
the hardest ones, but still.
Just not letting them get a foothold.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe we do have an audio indicator here
Oh
yet.
no. We literally made this, Maurice made this, like, 2 minutes, finished it 2 minutes before this stream started, so there's probably still a few finishing touches.
Also, and yeah, it's coming from Julloninja.
It is.
Must admit, the music when it's actually playing is quite good.
It's a little carnival-y. I don't know.
That kind of matches the game, though. The game's pretty carnival-y.
That's true.
You're playing as Bon Bon. Oh, and Jullo making good progress on the start, but not quite pulling it through. Actually, that may have been a tactical death, because that just barreled them past stage 8.
I really didn't want to flip that last one. I don't... Maybe there's an enemy spawner under there.
Or maybe you can't flip it after it's been drawn on?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I don't remember.
And that's another game over for Julloninja, but we're on one of the hardest stages, so it's only fair. Were there any warnings for this game? Because I must admit, when they step on the sun and all the tiles flip, it's quite disorienting. Disorientating, whatever that word is.
No.
Hopefully none of the players are to have too much of a problem with it. Kirua's ballerina fell down. Just sitting there.
Alright, here is the ballerina boss.
No, that was a death. Yeah. Oh wait, no. Oh, you mean Kirua. Whoops.
Yes.
Right, no, it's the painter boss Jullo is going to. I am lost.
But yeah, Jullo, I think, is definitely in the lead. This is now the hardest, in the 2 hardest stages in the goal, though, so it's difficult to say. Save the hardest for last is something. Yeah, I think you're right that you can't flip a panel once it's been drawn on.
Which does make you wonder if you just let them draw on everything and play it like a bullet hell, purely dodging, would that get you through the stage?
It does on the boss, which we learned in this race.
Hmm. Oh, and there's the screen shaking again from all that nonsense.
Yeah, I don't really know why is happening. It's, maybe it's to counteract sprite flicker somehow. Like you're constantly changing what column you're showing them on, so you don't have to flicker them as much.
And you know it's got a sting for Julloninja whenever you destroy an enemy with a tile that's then gonna spawn another one.
Yeah, what I did on this stage is just try to go as fast as possible.
Oh, but that might be it.
Nice. Yeah, you can push an enemy more than one block, but just barely.
Yeah, I've noticed several of the players taking advantage of that when they can.
Yeah.
Even deliberately just redoing the same tile so they don't risk dying.
Well, this level can be beaten legit, because I did it, because I didn't know you could just let them paint all over everything, but...
Prioritizing the drawers and relying on board clear on death seems like a race tactic. Yeah, it's a working race tactic as far as Julloninja goes.
Yeah, the issue also with this level is that boss stages do always reset, unlike the regular stages. They just keep coming.
I have a question for chat. Do you know the name of the villain in this game, Mr. Steal Your Girl?
Good question. Oh, Greeblesaurus went to the bonus stage. They were warned.
There's so many happy stars, though. Mendel. Oh, it's their palace. Okay.
This is not good. I hate this music. This music on this boss stage is really bad. Oh, we have Yuge finishing. Not in the race, but we do have a finish.
You know, that's got to be running through some of these players' minds, especially Julloninja, knowing that he's so close to the ending here. Even if it's not your opponent, seeing dot done, that's a mental sight. Oh, Jullo might do it. That's it.
Wow.
Out of our 4 races, Julloninja with a 31-27.
The status of the top race, as I understand it, is that Greeblesaurus is way ahead.
Yes.
Because Callback is still on the 3rd castle and is on round 9, so is near the end of it, but Greeblesaurus, I think, is on their 4th castle, and it's not one of the harder ones. No, I don't, Shrambles, because he beat that level faster than any of the people that employed the Luigi strat. But,
yeah.
Maybe. I'm mad about it, so I guess... Probably. Because it does take a really long time to wait for them to draw and everything, and it's hard not to die.
Actually, I think on that stage it's easier because they don't stop drawing like they seem to when the sprite limit gets hit. Callback having some trouble with the sheer number of enemies. Taking some time to stop and think about their progress. Probably a smart move.
Oh!
And
It's a direct smooch on the mouth right there. Yuge's comment is, can spiral out of control, but fun game regardless. Julloninja currently has not commented on this game.
That's
Nice.
Callback this stage done. Barring any sudden screw. Oh.
Oh! Okay. Oh no! The strats!
Oh!
The strats!
And it's a game over too. Oh, you know
no!
that hurts.
Oh no! I thought that was definite finish.
That was commentator's curse again, wasn't it? I'm sorry, Callback.
Ultra Instinct Flipper Girl.
And another enemy pushed into Callback. Oof. Also, no, Greeblesaurus is only on their third castle, it looks like.
Oh man, it's Friday. Well, I guess not for you, Adam, it's Saturday. But,
Yeah.
is everyone excited for the weekend? I know I am. I work at a school, so I've got 2 weeks off. Starting today. Pretty pumped about that.
Callback just in a bad position there, no real escape. Well, Greeble making it through another stage. And on to the boss fight against the dancers. No,
The dancer
no
boss
gimmicks here.
fight, yeah, it's not, like, horrible. These guys are just really difficult to... excited to ping people about round deadlines. That's a really good point. I made sure my brother signed up.
Is this the part where we make a Gamesgiving joke?
No, not while I'm in the stream. All your Gamesgiving jokes are for when I'm not around.
I see.
That's the rules.
I'm so glad I'm free of that.
Turned into a BTS tournament and I'm not happy about it.
Still never got to submit a second set of games after all my initial ones. Never
You're
will.
still in the pool. Nobody leaves the pool. There's still matches left.
Oh god.
Callback ended up on one of these bonus stages, but that's alright. Doesn't take too long to die, or even just do it. Oh, Julloninja's moving on to, some of the other castles. These guys are annoying because you can't flip them when they're in the air.
Sounds definitely irritating. Especially since this is a sprite-based game, what is and isn't in the air is variable. Like, you know...
It's true.
You
The
just
shadow
have to
does
guess.
kinda... It's true, though. You kinda just have to learn the animation.
I do like that they land on the solid walls and destroy them. I guess these happy jumping fellas are really fat. I guess.
I'm pretty sure there's a different castle with just like really fat enemies, and that's the gimmick.
NES games do love their really fat enemies, don't they?
Yeah, it's a Japanese video game staple.
I blame Sumo.
Now, Maurice, let me ask you a question. If you got this in MT, would you be pissed?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
I don't like anything that's happening in this game.
I feel like you don't need the second half of that sentence. You can just not like anything, that's fine.
Maurice likes some games. Certainly FPS games. If you have good linear FPS games, submit them please, because we always want more and we never get very many. And if you talk to somebody like at work or something, that's probably the only type of game that they play.
Well, here's a question for people who did get this game in MT. Does Julloninja... Well, I guess Julloninja is still playing, so that you wouldn't want to hop into chat yet. I was going to say that offer would be there.
It's true.
We should wait for the top match to be over anyway.
Oh, of
There it
course.
is. Greeblesaurus with the dot done.
There it is.
That's both
Speaking
matches
of the top
done.
match, 39-02.
Callback was really strong at the beginning, but had trouble with some of these harder levels.
This is just that kind of game where a couple of bad levels can really decide who does and doesn't make it to the end in time.
Very true. Greeblesaurus in the comment says it's all fun and games till they start drawing their satanic summoning circles.
I don't know, that still sounds like fun and games to me.
Well, not in this. It gets a little overwhelming. And when I say linear, I don't mean like it literally has to be like a hallway FPS. I'm just, in Doom, you've got to like most of the game is navigation. I feel like you got to find a bunch of keys and try and figure out where to go.
Well, like, you mentioning that did put me in the mind of, like, what was it? We had the score tourney where it was, you could submit things like, highest wave reached in survival or something. I feel like we should do another one of those, but perhaps after this MT. But anyways, Julloninja, hello and congratulations.
I guess I knocked Kirua to lose his bracket again.
Have you done that in the past?
Yeah. I think it might have been my
Incredible.
first or second mystery tournament. I faced Kirua in the second round. I think it was the Mr. Nuts game I had against him.
So
Oh,
what I'm hearing is we need the TF2 dominating sound effect to play right now.
so maybe Kirua wasn't the original person to submit Mr. Nuts. Maybe just now is a huge Mr. Nuts fan because they got it in Mystery Tournament.
That could be possible.
So, how do you feel about this game?
There's some scary stages, but it's pretty good overall. I enjoyed it.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Greeble.
That game was, it kind of controlled like butt, but it was a lot of fun.
We learned in this race that that the drawing boss can be defeated by all squares being drawn on, and then they all just kind of fall over dead. But
Oh.
it's slower to do it that way. I think both your opponents did and neither of you did, so I guess we can say what the right way to beat that level is, but it is interesting.
Look, I'm just happy I beat it.
Yeah, that was the hardest one in the goal for me.
I mean, level 9 on the upper right-hand world, that was by far the most difficult for me because I didn't quite... It didn't quite register in my brain. I really needed to kill them fast because they were just gonna infinitely summon more people.
Mhm.
I probably could have... Like, the one go that I had, the good one where I actually beat it, oh, that didn't feel too bad. But every time before that, oh, this is impossible. What the heck is the learning curve on this game?
If you can see the boss that Callback and Kirua are on the stream, what happens when you get hit by this blast? I didn't remember.
You lose all control. Your character wanders randomly. All you can do is hit the button to flip the square in front of you.
Oh
So
my
you just have to
goodness.
get lucky that your character is walking toward the enemy and you get to trip them, and that's what happened to me.
Nice. You can't avoid the initial blast, which is what I did, and then just like didn't get hit by it. But
You can avoid it, but then there's a subsequent one, and then one other one after that. They keep
it's
coming.
true. It's true. I think what
impossible to
happened is
avoid.
I avoided it and then hit it just like right away, and then knocked her over, and then got her into the loop. But yeah, do you feel like any previous game experience helped you with this game, or that it was just pretty unique?
Not even a little bit. This is such a unique game, but I mean that's what's cool about it. And that's what's cool about this tournament. You just see these wild things.
Yeah, it says Hudson Soft on the box. I don't know if that's just the publisher or if this was made by Hudson.
I don't know who that is.
They make Bomberman
Oh, I've
and the
never played
PC
Bomberman.
Engine console, TurboGrafx 16. Oh, this is Game Freak.
Oh my god.
That's not surprising. Okay, man, humble beginnings. Crazy that Mendel Palace didn't turn into the most money-generating franchise of all time.
You
So
know,
how is Julloninja so good at this game?
Jullo was really good.
What was he doing differently from the rest of us?
Jullo went a different order and did the drawing palace last.
Okay.
I'm not sure that helped me.
I don't know if it did, but that is true. Everyone else on stream went a different way.
Oh.
But I don't know. I think it just was pretty good.
Yeah, I can say with absolute certainty that the reason Julloninja won was because he cleared the stages faster.
Oh, that's so true.
That's
Oh
about
snap!
it.
That's what I gotta do. Well, now I know for my future rounds.
Yeah, you want to clear the stages faster. I think in
Okay.
general had less trouble with the like they only move when you do stages.
I didn't quite figure out why that was happening because sometimes they would move and sometimes they wouldn't. Was there a power up I was picking up?
No, it's just that the different colored enemies are like harder variants of the same thing, and so certain ones would move sometimes, or they have like slightly different rules. I don't remember what it is now, but the red ones were different than the yellow ones, and I know the yellow ones only moved when you moved.
There's
Have you
so
ever
many
played
little
Deep
mechanics in this game. Yeah, I played Dead Gug.
It's like that game's music, but enemies.
But yeah, there's Jullo's going. I remember this one being fun.
Oh, great.
Yeah, these guys like flip whole rows or something. If you let them
Yep.
stomp.
Oh, but they're so slow.
Don't let them
We
stomp.
We talked about the fat enemies, and here they are.
Yeah, there they are. It looks like we've got nearly everyone finished. Kirua has finished. Callback is still going, but is on the final palace.
Oh, I just
Of the
realized
battle.
Adam's in this chat. Adam,
Yeah.
are you terrified of me for our next round? I understand if you are.
I'll be honest. It's more I'm terrified of what might come out of the mystery game pile.
But that's terrifying for everyone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Especially
that
if
was
it starts with the SNES and ends in platformer.
It's true. This
If
game has been played before, but not. It was not a backup. This was submitted this year, so you really never know what's going to happen. Yeah, these guys start to make things get pretty crazy. Some of the later worlds are just like you're basically smashing your head against a wall. Like I would say that the race becomes unraceable at a certain point. But these levels were, I don't know.
That
decent
does
enough.
sound pretty normal for an NES game, to be fair.
Oh my gosh. Callback with the strats. First try, ballerina boss? Yes!
Whoa. There it is. All players within 20 minutes of each other, usually a sign of a good race, to be fair. Especially for the early rounds where player skill variance can be a big thing. Like it's just a fact that is how it tends to be.
Yes, we'll look at the bracket here. And then also, I guess, what's upcoming. But, oh, that's not good. I opened up the MT16 bracket. That's a different bracket. Yeah, we've got Adam versus Greeblesaurus, so trash talk all you can, and Jullo has to finish their match by January 20th. So, good luck on that. You've moved pretty far ahead in the bracket at this point. Last year we had a crazy thing where someone got out to like winners 6 in like the second week of the tournament or something. So I hope that happens again.
Yeah, don't forget, Greeble, you're in the best possible spot. You have absolutely no pressure to succeed, so you can only have good outcomes.
Hey,
It's
no,
true.
you
If you
don't
win,
get
it's
to
gonna
say
be
that.
awesome.
Adam, you don't get to say that because that is arrogance. And that will be your downfall.
No,
To be
he's using
fair,
fact-based evidence here.
this is a fact because that's exactly how I feel whenever I go up against Captain Drake or Andy.
Well, I'll do the best I can in the losers bracket, I guess.
You never know if it's a SNES platformer. Just saying.
Oh, are you bad at SNES platformers?
I'm more like I despise them with a burning, fiery passion from the furthest depths of hell.
I'll
Okay,
find.
well,
I referenced it earlier in the. I'll find the one that Adam had to play like either last year or the year before, and how bad it was. Not good. I don't remember what it's called now. I'll find it. I'll post it in mystery chat.
I think my least favorite is still the Emperor's New Groove for the Game Boy. That one hurt.
Also, callback. Hello.
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 Congratulations on getting through that game.
What?
Yeah, the rest of you really need to tell me what you did on the bottom right, like 9th level, because that just continuously spawns everything out of control, and just more and more respawn tiles, and I have to see how anyone else did it, because I just somehow barely managed to cheese it through luck on dying with the right tile setup, and not a sun in the middle.
so if you keep flipping over the spawn tiles, they eventually stop being spawn tiles. I figured that out, and I just spammed them as much as I could until a sun came up in the middle, and I'd respawn and kill everything.
Yeah, but if you hit the sun in the middle, then that just flips them back to spawn tiles again, every time.
Well, don't they stop being spawn tiles if you hit them enough times? Maybe I just.
Oh, you mean
don't
if you
understand
like
how
hit the
this game-
sun in the same life? Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I think
No.
the when you die, the tiles don't reset. Sometimes.
I mean,
On
it's
boss,
don't think
possible
they do.
attack does reset, and that's where the problem was.
It's a really difficult level. I think when I did it, I might have just walked to the edge and just like tried to use other different tiles that weren't, and just ignore all the power-ups as much as possible, but I don't remember.
It was very difficult though.
Power-ups are just dangerous in general, because they keep on flipping over respawn tiles and just make everything worse.
It's true. At first, you're like, man, this game gives me OP power-ups, and then you're like, oh no, I don't want any of these anymore. Well, congratulations, everybody. Callback, you're still in this. You are facing Ringadon. You already have an opponent in Losers 1. Double elimination. Ready for that Losers run all the way to the finals.
Yeah, I was gonna say, with Adam Numbers next in that first bracket, I guess we were going to losers either way. But hey,
Hey, I'll take that. I'll take that knife for you.
Greeble's been doing the right thing and joining a lot of races. The more you play, the better you get. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, this is my first mystery tournament. A lot of that was just figuring out how SRL works.
Classic, yes. Always a struggle, but it's nice once you get there.
I mean, I'm old, so I figured out SRL easier than I figured out Discord. I still don't know if I understand Discord.
Just never forget that the real thing with MT is that you can get any kind of game, so there are no guarantees. Either way. We could end up racing some kind of lawnmower, bull game, puzzle, Sokoban hybrid. Or actually, there you go. We could race Sokoban, except it's balls with physics. And that would be a whole other can of worms.
Programmed by Hempulu, probably.
Probably.
Well, that being said, I think that's all we have for you right now. There is another match in 4 hours and 43 minutes. I might still be up for that one. I might be able to get that one. The one in 7 hours, I will definitely be asleep, but perhaps someone will be able to get that. And then we've got more matches tomorrow. Quite a few. There's only showing 2 on this sheet, but there's a lot planned. But yeah.
look forward to it. Yeah.
Is this your idea of an outro? Come on.
I don't. You're the only one that could stop the stream. You have to give the outro.
But I'm waiting for like a cue. You should be like, so don't forget to follow the channel, so you will be notified when these races go live. It's gonna be exciting. We're soon gonna be through winners 1, moving on to winners 2. Actually, we're already like a little through winners 2, so it's all pretty exciting. Getting more matches.
Yeah, we've
in.
only got
Starting to have
4
some
or 5
losers matches.
ones.
People getting kicked out. That's exciting. So, tune in and
Exactly.
find out who's getting kicked out. Also, match 3 doesn't have a round. I'm gonna assume... I don't think they've played, so that's probably winners 2. But yeah,
Does anyone else want to give themselves a shout out before we quit?
is the time.
Nope.
Well, I guess
Nice.
I'll do it. Go ahead and follow me at Faris.
Oh, that's why you
_V5.
asked. Okay, I see.
Hey, I was being honest. If
Yeah.
anyone else wanted to, I'll
Yeah,
happy
fair
to
enough,
let them,
fair enough.
but-
Oh,
Look,
does
fact is,
anyone
I
want
became a
pizza? Oh, I guess I'll take the pizza.
I became a VTuber since last tournament. Come check me out.
Alright. See you in 4 hours, I guess.